Well, let's shift from immigration to something that may affect Indian charities, schools, religious organizations, foundations, and even members of Indian diaspora sending money to India. A US India diplomatic disagreement over India's proposed FCRA 2026 amendment has now entered the political spotlight. The Foreign Contribution Regulation Act, or FCRA, it governs foreign contribution coming into India. And according to many resources, the US Congressman Ray Moore, he publicly criticized India's proposed amendments, arguing that they could amount to a serious maybe strike on religious charities. India pushed back. India's Ministry of External Affairs stated that legislation concerning India's internal regulatory framework, it is a sovereign matter. And India's ambassador to the US, Vinay Mohan Kwatra, he issued a 5-point response addressing what New Delhi described as misleading narrative surrounding the proposed changes. Well, the Indian government's position is essentially this. It is about regulation and transparency, not a blanket ban on the foreign funding. And India is not the only country that regulates foreign money, by the way. Well, let's point out to America's law, such as FARA and FATCA, as well as similar regulatory systems in Canada, the UK, or even European Union. You know what exactly is changing here? Let me explain it. One important point is that foreign donations are still permitted, but organizations receiving them must follow registrations and reporting requirements. Well, according to sources, the scale of foreign funding entering India's non-profit sector, it is a lot. Foreign money flowing to registered Indian organizations increased from about $1.2 billion in 2010 to more than $2.67 billion in 2025. So, ladies and gentlemen, the arrangement that foreign funding has simply been shut down, it does not match those figures. And then there is another issue. Let me ask you a question. What happens to the assets when an organization's FCRA registration is cancelled or surrendered? Well, according to the 2026 bill, it creates a designated authority to protect those assets and potentially restore them if the organization regains registration. Well, the government also says the law applies uniformly across religion and ideologies. That means faith-based welfare, healthcare, education, and religious activities can still receive foreign funding provided the receipt follows the registration rules. And yes, there is a specific protection for places of worship. If a license is cancelled, management of worship-related property can be transferred to another FCRA registered organization of the same faith just to ensure worship to continues. Now, let's understand who actually needs to worry about this. India has more than 3 million NGOs, but according to many reports, only about 14,450 hold FCRA registrations. So, here, the vast majority of Indian civil society organizations do not accept foreign contribution and therefore they fall outside the direct scope of these rules. But yes, if you are an NRI, a US 501c3 foundation or a foreign charity sending money to an Indian organization, you need to pay attention. The first step is simple. Verify the organization's active FCRA registrations. Do not simply rely on an email or a WhatsApp message from somebody asking for a donation. Ask for the organization's registration details and verify them through the official Ministry of Home Affairs FCRA system. Second, foreign contributors need to go through designated banking channel. Well, the report specifically says that foreign contributors must be remitted to the organization's designated FCRA account at the State Bank of India's main branch in New Delhi. And third, understand the restrictions of sub-granting. Well, a receiving organization cannot simply take foreign funds and transfer them to another non-registered NGO. So, for diaspora donors, the message is clear. Giving money to India is not automatically illegal. But sending the money to the wrong organization through the wrong account or without checking the recipient's FCRA status, it can create serious complications for you. And This issue, it also tells us something bigger about India-US relation tonight. Because whenever money crosses borders, it stops being only a private transaction. It could become a question of regulation, national security, transparency, and diplomacy. And yes, that brings us to our eighth story tonight, one that is much more personal and much more serious. Because when immigration rules tighten, the consequences are not always financial or administrative. For some Indian nationals, the consequences, it can be deportation.